But why are we spending hours in our hair to conform our hair for a job when freaking Becky, Sarah, and Jane get to walk into work with their hair a hot mess and just go in the bathroom and ready for work? No, that's not equal. That's not the equality that, you know, y'all white people, you know, hype Dr. King up for. That's not it. Hello everyone, this is Freely Cherie and welcome to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. So let's get straight into it. This is a story about how I almost got fired because of my hair. So basically this all happened about 1 year ago when I was living in New York City and I was trying to work the US Open. So I get the call and I'm out in public on walking a busy New York street. I'm all on the phone. Literally had to go inside a store to talk to the lady telling me everything I gotta do for the job. So then I want to say like a couple of days before we had our orientation, like our in-person orientation, I get an email that's like, okay guys, these, you know your uniform size, arrive at this time, this location. And then I think I saw like maybe in like big bold letters, or maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit,
employees must wear full uniform that includes hat and all.
And I'm like, this is where you got me fucked up. This is where you got me fucked up. Because like, I don't even know if I have to explain to people watching this or not, but it's incredibly racist for any company to enforce their employees to wear a hat. And you wanna know why it's incredibly racist? Because not everybody's hair goes into a hat easily, okay? Easily. And I'm gonna say this before anybody come for me, my hair is usually like a lot thicker than this. I really honestly this is me with my hair straightened. There's many factors of like why it doesn't work for my hair. A, my hair being too thick. Like I said, this is not even my real texture. This is me straightening out my hair, which is something that I don't do often. I just bought a hair straightener like a week ago for the first time. 2, there's the option of wetting my hair every morning, but then I would have to get on a cold New York subway train, right after that, and then I'd have to work indoors at a cold working facility. So I wasn't gonna wet my hair daily, then have my roots be all moist and you know that milky moist feeling that your roots get when you wet in your hair every day, and then feeling that underneath the hat. Just on any level, the hat wasn't gonna work. The only way that the hat would be comfortable, because black hair goes up, right? It grows up and out, is if I had a situation where I could cut a hole at the top and put my hair like this, like on top of the hat. Those are the only cases that it's worked for me as far as wearing hats. I don't wear hats. They have even special brands for girls with natural hair because they know this is an issue, where they literally have half the hat cut off in the back just so our hair can get through. It's not natural for any black girl with real natural hair, I'm talking about type 4 natural hair, to just be wearing hats every day and be comfortable. So I get in line at orientation and we line up to get our uniforms. I'm getting handed my uniform, and I see the girl who said we could figure something out at orientation, and I'm just immediately hit with this awkward, strange, really entitled attitude. Like, I literally said, hey, are we gonna get a chance to talk about the uniforms today? And this is what I'm hit with.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Chill out, chill out.
And I'm like, I'm calm. I didn't realize this was even a deep of an issue. She finally pulls me to the side and says we can talk. And this is how that conversation goes.
I understand what you're talking about, but I'm a little confused as to why you took the job if you knew you wouldn't be able to wear the hat.
And I'm like, look, I honestly don't even remember you mentioning a hat on the phone with me. But if you say that you told me that we're wearing a hat, then I guess I somehow missed that. But besides the point, it's not gonna work with my hair or several others.
Yeah. I mean, you're not the only one with this complaint. And it's just that I just don't know why you would agree to take the job, you know, if you knew that you couldn't wear the hat.
Because I wanted the job. I'm qualified to work the job.
So it's like, what do we have here? Because you said yes because you wanted the job, but then you took the job knowing you couldn't wear the hat. Now you're saying that I didn't tell you this, but you're saying that you said yes because you wanted the job. So which is it?
And I'm just like, look, lady, like, none of this is that extreme for me. I literally don't remember everything you said in the conversation. But if you told me that you informed me that hats were a part of the uniform, I'm gonna trust that you know what you're doing because you called me and several others. But I'm telling you right now that I didn't all the way realize that that's what you wanted. But here I am with the job, more than qualified to do it. We just have to get around this issue of me not being able to wear the hat and several others.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem very fair to me, because it's like if I say you can wear the hat, then that's like other people who want to tie up their shirt or cut up their shirt, then what can they do then?
That's when I'm like, I don't give a fuck what they do. That's not my problem. Okay? And for her to even compare my hair that grew out of my head and my experience as a black woman trying to just work a simple job to people wanting to cut up their shirts and roll up their sleeves and make some sort of fashion design out of their uniform, I'm asking you, can I cut a hole at the top of my hat that nobody else will be able to see, that nobody else will even care or notice about except me, because I know that that's how I'm getting my hair through it, and you're comparing me to just wanting to make a fashion statement? Like, my hair is not a fashion statement. And that's the thing with these people. They think that like, oh, because you chose to wear your hair the way it grew out of your head, that it's some sort of statement that you should automatically just not try to do certain things in life because you decided to wear the hair that grows out of your head. I'm literally getting cornered because of my hair, y'all. I basically stated, like, this is discriminatory. Like, I don't know any other way to describe it. This is like borderline discrimination here.
Oh, no, that's not the same. We're not discriminating. You know, there's a lot of young ladies, you know, who have issue with the hair. It's just that now, you know, I'm already doing so much for the company, and now I have to go and talk to the boss, and then I have to talk to the headquarters, and then I have to talk to...
She's listing all these things like I really care. I'm just like, isn't this your job? Like, what the hell? But I mean, at the end of the day, it's like I just ended up walking out of there just feeling so discouraged and so just disgusted that we as black women even have to deal with crap like this. Like, it's just like nobody else has to deal with this crap other than black people, and primarily black women, but it's really black men and black women, from our braids to our locks to just everything. We have to deal with so much crap simply for wearing the hair that grows out of our head, and because it makes other people feel uncomfortable, or because other people don't write out or think of protocols for uniforms that cater to us, because we are the minority. It's supposed to somehow be our fault for having the nerve to want a fucking job. And I just remember going on the train and just like literally breaking down. Not because of her, but just because we just lived in such a messed up society. I mean, literally we get harassed and checked and all this stuff for our hair. Then you see it on the runway and it's high fashion. Then you got white girls being like, oh, it's just hair. I just want to wear it however I want. And it's like we just go through so much shit. So much shit because of our hair and a million other things, from texturism to featurism, you know, to colorism, a big one, you know, has oppressed so many people in our community and just held so much of us back for no good reason. Like, this lady really made me seem like I was problematic for wanting a job that I qualified for, because I wasn't trying to do difficult things to my hair every day. And that's the thing, because I know many people could watch this and be like, well, Cherie, you know you could have found some way to wet it, some way to wrap it and slick it and do it. But let me tell you something. I'm an actress. I have a life outside of this 9-to-5 stuff. And wasn't no way I was gonna have my hair slicked and permanently laid down for 2 whole weeks while I'm still auditioning for things in the morning before I even go to that job in the afternoon. So it's like, imagine me having to go to an audition where I'm advertised as a person with big, poofy, natural afro hair, and then I have to go to audition trying to, you know, have that look, and then within 2 hours on the train ride trying to figure out how to slick it all back just to come to a job to figure out how to put a hat. Like, I'm not doing all that. Why? Because Becky ain't gotta do that. Sarah ain't gotta do all that. Connor ain't gotta do that. Brad, sure as hell, ain't gotta do that. And it's just like, why am I working? Why do black women have to put so much more hours into their hair? Not by choice, because I mean, we like to do our hair. We don't mind spending time for our hair for us. But why are we spending hours in our hair to conform our hair for a job when freaking Becky, Sarah, and Jane get to walk into work with their hair a hot mess and just go in the bathroom and ready for work? No, that's not equal. That's not the equality that, you know, y'all white people, you know, hype Dr. King up for. That's not it. That's not it. And that's the whole thing, is that I could have tried this, that, the third. I could have done a lot of things, but I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to work harder to fit inside of somebody else's standards, because they say that they created the standard when the standard does not reflect people like me. And then I get a phone call.
So I talked to the guys on staff, and they said that you guys don't have to wear the hats. You guys don't have to wear the hats. Just don't worry about it, okay?
And it's like, I don't know if she expected me to like jump for joy or be so happy or ecstatic, but I was like, okay, thank you for calling. I worked that quick job. It was a 10-day gig. I did my job, I did my hours, got my money, got the fuck out. And this is why I don't respect that work shit. And this is why a lot of black people just rather have their own business and rather work for their own. Because, yeah, You know, I should have never had to go through everything that I went through over a hat. Over a hat. But yeah, shout out to all the beautiful black girls that worked that job with me at the US Open, that had they natural froze, they dookie braids, all sorts of different hairstyles, and was just in there black as ever, because it's like, who cares? Who cares? Like, we're not here for you. Like, we're not here for you, because you clearly are not here for us. So, boys and girls, if you haven't learned anything else from this lesson, be happy, be free, freely Cherie.